Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Tosin and you're very welcome. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my motherhood experience since relocating to the UK. It's going to be a Q&A, so stick around till the end and I hope you enjoy this video. So God has blessed me with two beautiful kids, as you all know, Jasmine and Jaden. Jasmine is 4 and Jaden is 3. Okay, so we had Jasmine in 2020 and she was our first. We were really excited about the pregnancy. And 6 months after, I realized I was pregnant with Jaden. I didn't know I was pregnant until my mother-in-law asked to go for a pregnancy test. I thought it was malaria, but when I went, I was few months gone. And yes, that was how I was pregnant with Jaden. Yes, I experienced postpartum depression in both pregnancies. Okay, so I would like to say postpartum depression is real. So I'll be using saying PD instead of postpartum depression. So just note that. So it was really difficult. PD is real and it's something that affects a lot of women. And yeah, in my case, when I had Jasmine, I didn't even think I was gonna have PD because I had my families around and friends. But when I go home after the hospital, I realized I had postpartum depression. There are a lot of times I want to be away from my child. I didn't want to carry her. I didn't want to breastfeed her. I was just overwhelmed. But yeah, I had support from friends, family. My mom was always there, my sister. So I remember a time I was sick and I had to take my daughter to my sister's place. That helped me to heal. And, I was able to be by myself away from my child. And it really helped at the time as compared to Jaden's pregnancy and my postpartum depression in the UK. It was really difficult. I really struggled, even though I had my husband with me, but I didn't feel like I was getting enough support from him. That was not his fault at all. He was working, he had his own thing going on for him at the time. So it was just me. Like I wasn't getting the support I needed, especially, as compared to me having my family when I was back in Nigeria. But yes, I want to shout out to my big Sister Tolani and Tayo, the family that I gained here in the UK. They were there at some point where when I almost broke down, they were there for me. She gave me that support, everything I needed for my child. She was there, advice. I even remember a time I had to go to a place for a week, I think about a week. And, she really helped with the baby, with Jasmine. So another thing that I think helped me was when I got a job. I was really happy going to work at the time because it helps me um, unwind. I forget about the kids and it's just me. I get to do something different from being a mom. Yeah. And I can also refer this back to when I had to send or I had to take Jasmine to my sister's place. For that time I was alone and I was able to get myself back. So yeah, and with my experience, I can say for moms dealing with postpartum depression, I would say take it easy on yourself, right? You can stay away. It doesn't make you a bad mom. You can stay away, take your time, take the child somewhere else and give yourself a break and you'll be better. So adjusting to the culture wasn't an issue for me. I've always been out of my country, like out of Nigeria, since I was 16. So, and I would say with the kids here in the UK, people are really nice. I don't know of other places in the UK, but in Edinburgh, people are really nice. I get this, special treatment, especially when I go on the bus and people will just get up and ask me to sit down. When you're walking on the road, strangers will just come up to you and ask, how are you? Are you fine? What are you expecting? That vibe that you get, And I also remember a time and elderly woman came to me and she just said, oh, your baby has a very beautiful eyes. These things that just you get from strangers that will just lift your spirit up. So I didn't have issues coping with my kids or with being a mom or being pregnant here in the UK. It was easy, it was smooth. In short, I enjoyed it. If I have to be pregnant again, I would do it because I enjoyed that, treatment when I was pregnant. Managing childcare wasn't easy for us, and that's because when we moved to the UK, my husband was a student and he had to go to school. Remember, I mentioned I got a job after I had Jaden. So whenever my husband is in school, I have to be at home with the kids. And when I'm at work, my husband needs to be in the house with the kids. So I would say you need a supportive partner, somebody who understands. And yeah, if you have that, you're good to go. Okay, so back in Nigeria, I didn't really have a career path. I was more into business, but when I moved into the UK, I was in the care sector. I was working as a carer or support worker. And at some point, I realized it was time to move. And I had a conversation with a church sister who advised that the civil service is a good place to work. It helps with work life balance and also childcare. And yes, I looked into it. I got a role and I realized I wasn't really enjoying my job role at the time, even though I gained a lot of experience from it. But yeah, I wanted something else. So I got a new role and I'm currently enjoying what I'm doing and hope to continue on this path. Okay, so building a healthy work-life balance, I would say I try to rest on my work days. The UK is all about working, working, working. When I get time to rest, I try to rest when I'm off work, and I also use that time to bond with the kids, bond with my husband. We go out and have a family time. So after moving to the UK, we had to figure out childcare, work, balance childcare, work, and our relationship. I would say it wasn't easy. We lost communication at some point, and we fought a lot of times. And with time, we just, connected back. And after understanding the country, the situation, childcare, and everything, yeah, we're able to connect back. But I would say it wasn't easy. We lost connection. We At some point we weren't even understanding each other, and that was due to the stress in the country. But with time, we got better. So as the kids grew older, we started understanding each other better. We communicated more. We go on dates. We have that. How will I put it? We have that relationship. We are willing to make it work. We are willing to discuss anything that was an issue or a barrier. And with that, we just got close and we became really intentional about each other and we're able to share our fears and worries. So, yeah. Okay, so I would say it was quite easy for me, and having a supportive partner is really important. Back home, we men believes a woman should do everything, and here in the UK, it's not like that. You need to have somebody who can help out in the kitchen, help out with the kids, help out when you need them when you're away to work. So my husband was really supportive at the time, and I was able to manage childcare. Whenever I'm away, he's there with the kids. Whenever I need to rest, my husband has got the kids, and also with cooking, taking care of the home. We do these things together. So I would say having a supportive partner is really important. Really, really important. Yes, I have a church community here in the UK, a very strong one at that. They've played a significant role in our settling process. And yeah, it's a place where we can always go whenever we need help. People are always ready to help, give advice. The church community has really helped us grow, in terms of making big steps in our lives here in the UK. And it's also a place we always want to go. It's like a second home. The church is like our family, and it has also helped our kids. They always want to go to church, learning the word of God and everything. Yeah, so I would say they've really helped us. Yeah, so I started going out, take care of myself, buy the things I need, even though my husband complains about spending too much, but I don't care. This is me. I have to be intentional about myself. I'm a mom, I've gone through a lot. So, yeah, I take care of myself. When I need to fix my nails, I do it. When I need to buy new wigs, I do it. I don't even think about it. I just do it. Right. So I remember when Jasmine was 3, she started nursery at the time, and I I felt really nervous. Will I say nervous? Yeah, I had the fear of my child being treated right. And, I didn't want to send her off because we are only family and she had no friends. So meeting new people, a new teacher, I feel like it's going to be strange. And yeah, I was worried. I was really worried for her. And I remember having a conversation with my friend Debbie, whose child was in school at the time. And she advised that kids are treated really nice here in the UK, and I wouldn't have anything to worry about. So yeah, I just took that, and now I always want her to go to nursery, to have that time alone. And I'm happy that she has made her own friends, and she's always happy to go to school. And for Jaden, because we already had the experience with Jasmine, it was easy to send Jaden off to nursery, and he's loving it. Okay, so I would say postpartum depression is real. Ensure you take enough break whenever you need it, and a supportive partner is really important. Even though you have friends, you have people around, they won't always be there, but your partner would always be there. Ensure you are as open as you can. Tell them how you feel. Let them understand you. And also, whenever you need a break, make sure you take it. It's really important. If it takes you to travel, this is where a supportive partner comes in. You can always talk to your partner and say, baby, I need a break. I need to go away for 5 days. They would understand. So discuss this. And another thing I'm going to say is have a strong community. For me, I have a church community. Whenever I'm down, I can speak to my pastor. I can speak to a church member. Whenever I'm bored, I can go for birthdays. I can attend, just go out. So ensure you have a strong community, even if it's not a church. We have mom groups, we have different groups that you can join. Ensure you keep your mind busy so you don't get overwhelmed. So remember that you're strong and you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.